then we're gonna go ahead and move forward from then. But we're gonna recap everything we've been doing from what Coach Dave was teaching, from what I was teaching, and we're gonna throw it all together. So, and then we'll have something along the lines for you guys. Okay, so again, we've been working on that spider guard position stuff. Spider guard position, let's go this side so you can see. Okay, so again, actually let's turn to this side so they don't have to. Okay, I'm in this position right here. If you guys need to circle up to see the whole thing. Again, the idea is my hips are not always on the mat. I like to keep my hips up high, right? And if I want to spring to his hips, I open up, right? I never want to do this. Put my feet on the mat. So I'm going to spring up and I'm going to create the distance. I'm not just kicking him away and I'm not kicking myself away. I'm kind of shimmying. One, bottom foot comes up, and then the second foot. 1, 2, 3, right? That's what we were working. 1, 2, 3. The person would then, when we're defending it, he would stand up and he would beat it. So if I go 1, 2, see how he's stepping? 3. Now he would continue his technique. That's exactly what we worked this entire session. So now what we're going to work, we're going to do 2 more things, but from the spider guard. So the person on bottom is going to work these 2 techniques, and then the third technique, the person on top is going to work that passing technique we've been working. So the person on the bottom is going to go same thing. 1, 2. Notice he's still on his knees. This is only for me. This is my drill. 2, 3. I'm going to break. No, you stay there. I'm going to break the grip, right? And I'm going to keep the tension right here. Okay, the leg that I'm laying on, this is the leg I'm laying on, is the one that's extending. Okay? If he's gripping this grip right here, it's going to be very hard. I'm not going to fly him away. I'm going to kick and I'm going to pull at the same time. This way. It's important that you pull. I like to pull it to my ear as far as my arm can stretch. This way. Because it exposes a lot of potential attacks from here. Right? Okay, so once I break that grip right here, I'm kicking out. Boom. Now I'm going to work in that sweep position. We worked this last week with this sweep, this big old swing. You see, I'm using my legs momentum to bring my hips all the way around. I'm right here now. Now I need to get onto my elbow. And you see how his shoulders turn? Now right here I'm going to kick and I'm going to scissor sweep, spider guard scissor sweep his legs. Now he's a bigger guy, so sometimes I can go like this and kick this knee out. In this case, I'll kick the knee out, sweep it. And then remember how I was working that hip? Same thing right here. So again. One, 2, 3. Break, kick, swing. 1, 2. He's too big. I kick out this way on my elbow. Coming up this way. That's number 1. Number 2. The same thing applies. 1, 2, 3. I break the grip. He knows that I'm going to sweep him because I've already swept him already. So now I can't sweep him, so I'm just going to do this. 1, 2 for the triangle. My hips are off the mat. I want to clear his arm to the other side, so I'll get even more thrust in my hips. Push his arm across my belly and lock it. You see how I smash my hips down? I'm locking his arm into my belly. If I don't lift my hips up to the sky, how am I going to bring his arm across my belly? So I have to make it easy for me to push that across my belly. So watch how easy it is. I'm grabbing his wrist, pushing his elbow. Now I'm locking him in. Let go. Grab the head. 1, 2. Change the angle. Finish the triangle. So again. One, 2, 3. Don't put the foot that's putting the tension on his bicep first, because I'll be doing this. I want to keep the tension nice and tight on his bicep. I want to keep it nice and tight. I'm not pulling to break. I'm pulling it to make this leg easier to come up. So I'm coming up over his shoulder. I'm using my foot to swivel my hips. I'm not doing this. I'm using this back foot to bring my hips. You see how I'm doing that? I can do this. I'm bringing the same thing. 1, hips are up. 2, he's still down there. That's okay. Hips up. Push. Control the head. Grab your shin. Don't grab your toes because you can break your ankle. When people do this, I've seen people do this and they break their own ankle. Too much pressure. So I grab my shin. It's a lot thicker and stronger. Foot on the hip. Change. Squeeze, squeeze. So one more time. Then we'll go over the whole thing. Same thing. Be nice and sharp with it. 1, 2, 3. Break. Swivel my hips over the shoulder. Now I'm in the triangle position. However you push that elbow across your belly, get there. Okay, if you guys do this, that's okay, just get it across. All right, and then the first one was the sweep. Okay. On my elbow. He's too big, he's too strong, his legs are, so I can kick and scoop all the way across. Now I'm right here, you guys can finish with what you guys you can mount. We've worked this before, so we'll just recap it, and then we'll work the triangle down from there. Okay, and then after we get used to that, then we'll go into the third rep, which will be for my partner. So person that's in the guard, go ahead and be a good dummy. Don't get up like we've been working. Let your partner get warmed up with the spider guard, and then work from there. Any questions? Anybody want to see it again? Okay, you want to see it? You got it. Okay. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. So to review, we did this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Break again. It's super important that we get on to our elbows. The reason why I like this position is because I can go through all kinds of position and submissions from this here. I'll do this sometimes. Finish arm bars from here. I can hit big old sweeps from this position, all the way swinging my hips around. But I like to do this right here, a big swing. I'm on my shoulders and I'm like, oh, all the way around. I over-exaggerate that whole windmill swing. Over-exaggerate it, all right? That was the first one. The second one is, same thing applies. He's too smart for that now. Oh, not me. I have an answer for that. Control the head. The reason why we control him, the reason why we control the head is because this guy's core and his trunk is so strong that if I'm doing this, he's gonna be posturing up. Now I'm fighting this guy's weight. So now I like to control the head right here. So if he tries to posture up, he's gonna lift some guys are super strong and they'll lift my body with his entire trunk. And you've seen it happen all the time. But I wanna be strong right here. You see? No, you're good. That's perfect, that's okay. Even if he is gonna pick me up and slam me, I'm fine. I'm still have you in a good position. I'm still going to choke the crap out of you. So I'm in this position right here. Control the head. We're grabbing the opposite shin, right? Foot on the hip. Going over the neck, lifting and squeezing. That was for the triangle. Okay, you guys are doing good. Good sweeping, good triangling. Good work. Okay? So now we're doing it for the third person. First person's gonna hit the sweep, triangle. Third person's gonna get up. Now you're gonna start getting up. Now he's gonna start working 1, 2, 3. Now he's working his tech. Now we're doing that. Again. Go number 3. That's number 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Good. Again. I'm gonna do number 2, okay? Communicate with your partner. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go number 1, okay? Throwing it all together now. It doesn't have to be a race, it doesn't have to be that fast, but communicate with your partners, practice your triangles and your sweeping, and then person on top. Go again. Go number 2. His legs are super long, so he can sub me without passing his arm. Go number 3. So if you guys are competitors, and those who like to compete, we'll go 1, 2, 3, right? So when you hear us screaming at you guys, I don't want my opponent to know what I'm telling him. Go for the triangle, because what he's gonna do. Go number 2. He doesn't know what the hell number 2 is. Excuse my language. You know, go number 1. Do the first sweep, number 1. Up, go back to number 3. Or if you're, it depends if you're on top or bottom. Go to 1, go to 2. That's why you'll see certain schools have certain code words, different names for their techniques, but their athlete knows what they're saying. The other person has no idea unless you say, hey, go look for the armbar, start looking for the armbar. If someone's looking for the armbar, the first thing I'm doing is, oh, I don't want nothing like that, because an armbar is extending and breaking. Go number 2, I'm like, what the heck is number 2? Oh, he's getting me with a triangle. Oh, he's gonna hit me with a sweep. So it's kind of like a, not a code, but you'll get what we're saying. That's why I say go 1, 2, 3. Same thing with positions in side control or De La Hiva. We have 1, 2, 3 setups. Go back to 3, go back to number 1. And one's not working, go to number 2. And you'll see as we continue to go. 1, 2, or 3, right? So person on bottom, work your sweep and triangle. After you get your rep in, number 3, person on top is gonna stand up with them and work the grip. Boom, up, over, work your pass. Okay, and we will keep working the same thing. Okay, I want you guys to get that good swing going first. Okay, any questions? Do you want to see it or you got it? The whole sequence. It doesn't have to be that fast, but I want you guys to take advantage of the reps. When I see people doing this, and it's not here, I'm not saying here, but when I see people get a rep in and they do this, they're like, they get up and they're like, that's 3 reps already, I could have got it. Yeah, don't stall. If you want to get those reps in, get the reps in. Boom. Ain't nothing to do with that face. 1, 2, boom. Boom, 1, 2. Boom. 1, 2. Just repping instead of taking your time, fixing yourself. If your belt falls off like mine does, throw it to the side. Get every rep you can in. Okay? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.